This episode is brought to you by our friends at Hover, the easiest way to buy domain names and do more with them. Get 10% off today by visiting hover.com/butterscotch.
Andrew Crispin here at CTIA 2011. Now, I found the Optimus 3D. I'm really liking this phone. Yesterday on Deck, we said that we were going to see dual-core processors. We were hoping to see glasses-free 3D, and 4G was going to be big. So now the Optimus 3D does all of these things.
You're in the right place, Andrew. You're absolutely right. It does all of those things that you mentioned. Great device. You actually got your 3D device. This is actually what you're looking at is the Optimus 3D. And this is going to be, it was announced this morning, it's going to be the Thrill by LG. The Thrill, AT&T Thrill by LG,
okay.
4G device. So what we're looking at here is actually it's the first of its kind. It's got the largest 3D screen. It's got a stereoscopic screen, 4.3 inches. It's a large of its kind in the mobile segment. It allows you to watch 3D without the need of any glasses whatsoever. What it does is it uses a technology called parallax barrier, which allows you to see 3D without the need of glasses.
Right.
Awesome,
so similar technology to what you see in the top screen on the Nintendo 3DS.
Very similar to it. Very similar to it. So I'm going to take you over to some 3D context right here, so you actually can see some video of it as well. And I'm going to tap on here. And we'll get the concept, and I'll get you the 3D right there. So you got your gaming,
cool. So
you got your cameras. We'll go over some of the games right now. The great thing about this, you can actually upload your 3D to YouTube, and you can watch them on YouTube.
That is cool.
So you can do that as well. So you got your concept here. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get you a game on 3D so you guys can have a video on there. There you go. We're going to play a little golf game here. And you'll see that it's actually on 3D using the parallel barrier effect on that. You won't be able to see it on your camera, probably not, but you'll see that your 3D
Yeah, I can see it. It's actually
on.
pretty impressive. Now on the 3DS, there's an option to actually do a slider down to actually turn the 3D effect either off or down or up, depending on your own preference.
And I'll show you on the camera real quick right here. We'll go.
But these guys have been through a lot today, so it might be a little slow to respond.
Yes, they are.
They're all kind of running out of battery. People keep on plugging them.
Too. So it actually, when you take a photo, it'll give you the actual choice of taking it in 2D or 3D. Keep in mind when you do 3D, you'll have only a 720p.
Okay.
When you do 2D, you'll have your full 1080p.
Okay, very cool. Well. So now on the back, do we have dual cameras?
You have your dual cameras on the back. You got your dual cameras on the back for 3D as well. And they're dual 5 megapixel cameras on the back. And you got your front-facing 1.3 for video teleconferencing. So that's what gives you the effect of the 3D also as well.
Very cool. Do we have pricing on this guy yet?
We don't have a pricing. Like we mentioned earlier, this is the European version of it. Yeah. So we just announced the actual Thrill by AT&T this morning, so we don't have a pricing point on it.
Okay, well, we'll keep tuned for that. Where do we go to sort of
As always, look at our LG website for all that great products and information.
Very cool. And for all these links and all that great stuff, hit up the show notes on butterscotch.com. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Andrew.
This episode is brought to you by our friends at Hover, the easiest way to buy domain names and do more with them. Get 10% off today by visiting hover.com/butterscotch.